Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing Road to the Worrier 3. Worrier, that is. A little tired, I didn't wake up too long ago. What I want to do today is start trying to work on the Ars Magica Legacy questline and getting that built out. Last time, we did find that there are some issues with this version of Eidolon Rebrewed, and we dealt with them by making the holy symbol craftable by haunting. What we're gonna do today is go looking for... We have a bucket, right? Yeah. We're gonna go look for one of these little meteorites and kind of dot the place. Yeah, that's one right there. Probably just leave that there. We're gonna need some of this moonstone anyway. So let's gather some up. And then inside here, usually, yeah, we can find a little bit of liquid essence. Alright, let's head back home. Now we're going to take one of those buckets and combine it with a book. Awesome. Okay, this is gonna be good. So let's see. Okay. So let's start with getting started. We're gonna need an oculus. Okay, this isn't so bad. We're gonna need one more brilliant fiber, aren't we? Yeah. We just need a little hourglass. There we go. Now the oculus is where you learn all the parts that you use to make your spells, and I think a few other things. Let's see. I think we're gonna set this stuff up in this room here. So let's get this going right here. Now let's see. Okay, so we have 3 blue points that we could spend here. So we could learn projectile. I would like to learn projectile. We got self. Okay, so we have to... There's a tree here. We got a combat thing. We got touch. Dig. Touch dig is probably a good idea. That unlocks some new chapters of our compendium. So let's see what's next on the menu here. Shape groups. Shape groups define how your spell. We need an inscription table. Okay. Okay. We're actually gonna want 2 of these too, because one of these is gonna give us our, what is it called? The scribes table from Ars Nouveau. I haven't made one of these already, have I? I don't think so. Let's see where the first thing we'd want is 2 lamps of sanctuary. Okay, turns out that's not what we're doing. I looked into it. We're gonna need basically a whole block of netherite. And if we're gonna end up with a block of netherite anyway, we might as well get into bees. It seems like ages ago, we got a couple vanilla bees going. We got plenty of honeycombs, and that's good. We're gonna need them. And if you notice, there's only ever 1 bottle of honey in here. You don't have to drain the honey out to get the combs. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and set up some more beehives out here. And some more expansion boxes. And then, what do? We came off 5. We're gonna come underneath here. I don't know where my shovel... Here we go. Haven't been using it. Now we're gonna dig out right here. And we're gonna run some pipes along, set to extract. Now it looks like one of the first things we're gonna need to do is go to the nether. We are going to need some quartz in netherrack. You could use nether quartz ore for this too. And we're gonna make ourselves 2 iron swords. We're gonna have to go mining. This is why I'm making the bees. Well, that's 1 iron sword. Show you, get the idea. This is how you make the nests. Some use wooden swords, some use iron swords, some use diamond swords like obsidian. We'll probably be getting into that a little later today. But whoops. But we're gonna take 2 of these, and then I think a glowstone. Glowstone take iron sword? I forget. No. Probably just takes wooden. So let's go ahead and do that. Wooden sword and a glowstone. And then we might have a magma bee already. We got a neon cuckoo, we got a mason, we got chocolate mining. We do not have a magma bee. I would like one. I think they're important. Let's see what we need to do. Okay, nether brick nest. That's an iron sword. Alright. And then finally, I think we'll need another wooden sword and some soul sand. I think we have some soul sand somewhere. Yes. That'll get us a soul sand nest. We're going to take all of these to the nether. And we're going to take some honey treats with us. Now, honey treats are not too hard to make. We are going to need some blocks of honey. Now, let's see here. I think we go like so. Yeah. There's some honey treats. Now, I don't actually know that all of these guys are going to use honey treats, so I'm going to take some nether quartz, and we'll see if we need anything else. I just dug ourselves out the tiniest of little rooms. We got a little soul sand nest, we got a little nether brick nest. Okay, so this one will use honey treat. You see, it'll take a while. Honey treats, honey treats, honey treats, and honey treats. Now, 1200 seconds is a lot of seconds. We can speed it up by using additional honey treats, and this makes me wish I had bottles in the hives we had in the overworld this whole time. Okay, we're almost there. 1 magmatic bee, and this one's going to take a little longer. Add 1 less honey treat. Now all of these bees that we attracted to the nests and caught, they all have different things that they pollinate off of. Our quartz bees will pollinate off quartz. Our glowstone bees will pollinate off glowstone. And I believe our ghostly bee will do soul sand. Okay, and the magma bee will do magma. Now to pollinate the bees, you can either place these blocks just like down in the world, or you can make feeding slabs. And the feeding slabs are more efficient than placing them down generally, because these can hold 3 items, and 1 block will take up 1 block space. Now I just slapped these down. You can put flowers on these things too. We'll watch the bee go over to it. Go on. Go on. Bee. Hello. Oh well. I'll throw the other stuff in here. Now you can see it all renders real nice. I feel like we're missing something. Yeah, we're missing that block. We'll have to go get it. Oh no, here it is. Alright. We're gonna let this one out. And the one we've got in the cage we're gonna use for some crafting, or some breeding, I should say. But the glowing bee, and our magmatic bee, and our ghostly bee can all come out, and we will get different honeycombs from these guys. I forget exactly what the magmatic one does, but we'll get gas tears from this boy. We'll get nether quartz from that one, and glowstone from that one. And the nether quartz is something we're going to be using quite a bit of. Now, for an iron bee, though, and we're going to want to make at least 2 of these, probably even more. What we're going to need to do is find an ashy mining bee. Now, we probably have one downstairs. Sure enough, we have at least one. There definitely was one here in the sand nest. Now, we hit this thing with like a... No, not really. Alright. He'll come out eventually. Alright, came out. We're gonna let our crystalline bee go. And you just breed them, just like you do vanilla bees. And we got first that looks like a tin bee. There are a couple of different possibilities. But excuse me. Iron bee, I think, might be one of the rarer ones. But you know, we need tin. And we'll just let it go. We'll put a block of tin in there, because that's what it's going to pollinate from. And we'll be styling. Now, we are going to want to make some more bee cages. And you can't craft the reusable ones. You can find them. There's a villager that you can trade with for them, and we'll probably be doing that eventually. But we can make single-use ones just like this. Bottle of honey. And, look out you. And 2 planks. That'll get us 4 single use. Now there are some bees that for one reason or another, we're going to want to keep isolated from each other. And we're going to build just some more little structures. Ah, yeah. They're already doing a good job. Alright, I think they're ready to breed again. Yeah. There we go. Let's see what we have this time. Copper bee. Nice. Oh, that might be it. 1 iron bee. Marvelous. Now here we're just going to put the iron block right in the ground. We're going to breed some of these guys. Most of these bees can breed among themselves and also be bred with other bees to make yet other bees. Few bees can't breed among themselves. You've got to create them individually. But we're going to want 5 of them in here. I got an expansion box, so we'll have 5 sets of room, 5 slots for bees, and then we're going to run, again, pipes along the bottom of what's probably going to be a very long row of these. We're probably going to have 4 or 5 out here minimum. We got our second iron bee. Very exciting. Now we can start breeding them amongst themselves. Now our ashy mining bee gonna give us tin, copper, and iron bred with crystalline. We've got all of that. So we're gonna take our ashy mining bee and put them away. Is there anything else we can do with the crystalline bee while we have it out? Let's see. Aha! Mason would give us gold. And copper, iron. Oh, and we'll have to get an iron bee in there to do quartz enriched iron too. That's gonna be important. But a mason bee, let's see if we have one like not in reeds. We got a lot of them in reeds. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to put this down just anywhere. Yeah, we'll have to put this down near some water and catch it. Alright, we got it out of there. There we go. I don't know if this is a guarantee. It kind of looked like it was. Yeah. Look at that little guy. Now next we're going to come out here, see if we can't find a nomad bee. That might be one right there. They'll nest up in ashy mining bee nests. Oh, that's a blue banded bee. We probably have one, but just in case, we'll grab that. Okay, I grabbed a nest. It's got an ashy mining bee in it. So that ashy mining bee will come out. Sooner or later, we're gonna get a nomad bee spawning in there. We won't need honey treats or anything like that. It'll just happen. So while our bees are growing up and whatnot, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the house. We can get stripped wood textures. We can get stripped log textures too, but they look a little weird. Not every block works exactly perfectly, but these work great. It's a wonderful way to get that stripped wood look in other block shapes. Aha! We got our nomad bee. Let's put our ashy mining bee away. And that nomad bee will come out of here sooner or later. There it is. It's a little baby. While we're waiting for that little guy to grow up, be a while yet, we're going to take a crystalline bee and an iron bee and breed these two together. Oh, this one's still on a breeding clock. Now we're going to need a block of quartz-enriched iron for the bee that we're going to make the fertilizer to pollinate from. And we can get that stuff from mana steel and from mana quartz. And this is one of the things you definitely want bees for. You're going to use a lot of it. Alright. Let's see here. You and you. Come here. There we go. Wonderful. Now I am gonna put one of these jobs back here in the dark. There's where the dark's gonna be. Let's have it just a little bit closer. Like right here. Empty advanced hives in the dark have a chance to attract zombies and skeletal bees, and I would like a skeletal bee. I'd actually like two. Alright, we can take our iron bee and our mason bee and get ourselves a silver bee. Sure enough. Now we need to get ourselves a sweat bee. And those you generally find in snowy areas, cold areas. Now if we have to make a nest, we're going to want to do it out of a snow block and I think a wooden sword, but hopefully there's a couple of areas that look like they're always snowy. Hopefully we can find one. Let's see, who do we have? Got our light level overlay on. Any bees? Hello? Oh, there's a griffin. That's cool. Alright, there's some bigger snowy areas off this way. Whoa, what's that? I see some dwarves, but I also see this thing, and I would like to know just what it is. Hello, are you friendly? Hello? A frost stalker from Alex's mobs. This is cool looking, gotta say. I haven't found any, excuse me. Oh, there's another Hexari village. I haven't found any bees. What happens if I try to... Nothing. Ow! Is that you doing that? What's the deal, buddy? Alright. It'll be like that. I'm gonna set you on fire. Crying out loud. It's like zombies all around. Dangerous. Alright. We will go ahead and make some wooden swords. Really only need a Froststalker horn. Huh? We can make a helmet? Oh, and then Froststalkers will follow us. That's cool. Alright, let's the wooden sword. Get a snow block. One snow nest. And we'll just put all 20 of these on here, and it'll only take a minute or two. Oh, good. Hope they don't come down here. Okay, we're just sleeping through the night. Should come out any second. Wonderful. Let's go home. Okay, the nomad bee is all grown up. So let's go ahead and breed the oh, that's the magmatic and the mason. That's just gonna make a bee. Alright. Let's pick the mason bee back up. So we want the... We want these cages for the ones we're just storing. Iron one's still good though. And our iron bee and our sweat bee can give us like 2 different bees. This time we got a nickel bee. We're also going to be looking for a zinc bee. Now that we're collecting some combs, the next step is to set up some processing for them. We'll need some centrifuges. We make those with manasteel and daffamills. We're going to make 3 of them. And we're going to pop them down right over here. And we are going to set these pipes to extract from the bottom here. So let's grab a bunch of these here. Now as it stands, these very basic centrifuges are pretty basic. They're definitely not the fastest thing you will have ever seen. Now if we want to speed those things up, which we do, we're going to need a bunch of things. Really, we just need 1 mana diamond to build a 1 upgrade base, but we're going to be building 12 of them. Each centrifuge can hold 4 upgrades. And we're going to take advantage of that. The upgrade bases are a little pricey, but once you got them, you got them. We're going to need absolute ton of brass rods. Okay, we've got ourselves a blazing bee now. And also somebody else. We're just going to move 2 of them here. Oh, we got a zinc bee. Wonderful. Anyway, last piece of the puzzle here are some honey treats. That ought to do. And oh, we're going to need more honey treats. Now, for a lot of the upgrades that we want to make, including the one we're about to make, oh, that's not how it's done, is it? Okay. We're going to need comb blocks. Oh, it doesn't look like those will even work. Iron comb block, well, they're supposed to work. I guess we'll see. Let's find out right now. So these are kind of expensive. They use clocks, and that's boy, it really doesn't seem to like the iron comb blocks, does it? Maybe there's another iron comb block that we could know. Well, we can use normal honeycomb blocks. That's not a big deal. You can see where we were about halfway through. And we're starting to get some good stuff. Like that nether quartz is really going to help us out. But we should be able to go ahead and make these out of just like straight honeycomb blocks. Okay, there's one. And we'll see if we get one near. Yeah, this one's almost finished with its operation. So we can also put these in hives. But you can see the difference that like just one made, and we can put 3 more in there. Okay, so we'll start with one in each, and that'll be a start. Another thing we can do with our friend the sweat bee here is breed them. Come here. With the magmatic bee, and this will give us an obsidian bee, I hope. Yep. Wonderful. Now, there's one more thing you can do with the sweat bee, and this is bee conversion. I'll have to be careful here. You'll see this stuff in JI, bee conversion. What it's telling you is if you give the sweat bee, darn it, a snow block, it'll turn into a frosty bee. And now I gotta get my snow block back. The frosty bee gives you frosty combs. I'm shocked, I'm sure. But you'll see that in JI for a number of bees that you'll want to make, like the wither bee uses bee conversion. There you go, buddy. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.